I chose children's rights and specifically the lack of education there exists. And I am not only talking about education through books and exams, but also values. I chose this because I believe it is the core of a lot of other issues society faces nowadays and has faced in the past. I do not think the world can be perfect if everyone was educated because through history we have seen that educated people can be racist, oppressive, and only want power. But I do believe that with education, children can have greater opportunities of having stability, financial security, self independence. There could be less gaps between social classes, a more equal world, better job opportunities, more space for dialogue, better understanding of the world. And the thing I believe is the most important is that children are the future of our world and society. They are the ones that will be left in this planet and society that we have messed up. They don't have the tools such as education, health, protection, nutrition, and shelter. How are they supposed to create their own future and world? How are they supposed to reverse all the damage that we have done to the planet? We do not have any hope for the future without children. It is relevant since it is something that happens all over the world and to so many children and so many people in general. And it is important that future generations know and understand what we did wrong with the world and with society and really learn from it. And again, I'm not only talking about history or mathematics, the development of social communication, leadership, teamwork, creativity, ethics, values, and other skills is crucial so that they can truly decide what course they want to take, what they want to do with their lives, and not only follow what their family line has done or whatever job they can get. Education I have received has opened me so many doors and has given me a lot of opportunities. It has helped me shape my character and personality. It has taught me how to help and have to be an active member in my community and the world. Sadly, not every person has had this opportunity, and in my country, this is a very big issue, which personally affects me since quality and private education in Mexico is very expensive. And if at some point in my life my family does not have the resources to pay for it, unfortunately, public education will not give me the tools I need for becoming the person I want to be. I'm still sure that lack of education is a big problem, but I am also more aware that educated people can also do some terrible things. I mean, I have always known it, I mentioned it before, but after talking to Nora, the girl from Belgium, I saw it is truer and a bigger issue than I originally thought. So I cannot generalize and hope that when everyone receives education, every problem in the world will be solved. Yes, it will help, but also other problems would arise. Another thing is that religion has a big role in education. I mean, some people have the resources to receive it, but do not do it due to religious reasons. And as Yael said, that decision affects everyone in the community since their judgment and criteria is only based on what their religion says. They are pretty much not able to think for themselves and construct their own way of seeing the world, of seeing things. Also, people that do not receive education do not learn how other cultures or other religions work and how to coexist with them, which can lead to anti Semitism and hate towards any community. As I said before, I still believe education is crucial and it is something we need to truly work on. But now I can say I look at both sides of the coin. I was only looking at the pretty side of education, that is equal opportunities to everyone, a chance to overcome oneself, have a stronger voice and opinion, among others. But there also exists the ugly side, and Nora, the girl from Belgium, made me see that even in a country where education is free to everyone and has a great quality like hers, there are still a lot of other problems that won't solve on its own. The objective is that marginalized communities really have the tools to overcome themselves, help their communities grow, and be able to teach what they have learned, because this proposal will not work if it all ends when the volunteers go back home. The main goal is to actually create teachers that can continue the work. The main goal is to have a win-win situation for everyone. At the end, everyone receives education, even if it's through volunteers, children, teachers, or a scholarship. The impact this proposal would have in me is that, first of all, I would be very proud that I am contributing to solving the global issue that I think is the most important one, and at the same time, that I am doing something to help my country's education, hence mine too. I mean, if it was real, I would get a scholarship in a university where I could exploit my potential, grow as an individual, and most importantly, not worry if at any time I do not have the resources to pay for my education. I mean, teaching in a community that it's not my own, I would acquire an innumerable amount of skills and abilities that I would use my whole life. Just to mention a few: communication, speaking, listening, leadership, teamwork, empathy, creativity, even business. The positive implications my proposal would have will be the scholarships for the volunteers that will help them continue with their studies. Marginated communities will receive quality education, and people there will be prepared to become teachers and continue the work. It will bring people from different backgrounds to work together for a greater good. Slowly, a more equal society will be created. People will have a chance to get better opportunities, stability, higher income, self independence, among other things. And people will also receive environmental education, which will teach them how to take care of the environment and make better decisions towards it. Negative implication that my proposal could have is that it needs a lot of money to work, and that could obviously affect someone's economy. And the project will not be able to start until it has enough money to send at least a group of, let's say, 5 people to one marginated community. And once it started, it will need even more money to continue and to keep growing. I mean, all of this is just a proposal, and I am only one person. I cannot solve lack of education in the whole world, but I think that my role is, and the first thing that comes into my mind is, one, to be grateful, and to really take advantage of the education I am receiving, so that in the future I can actually do something to help. I can also pressure my government to improve Mexico's educational system and encourage other people to do the same. But like, really pressure them to use the resources properly, because they are there. But the truth is that we do not know where they are or for what they are being used.